Rage of Aquarius with your hosts Dan Smurglio and Josh Bernstein.
And we are here and we are live on Sunday. On Monday night at 9:18 p.m. So welcome to the Rage of Aquarius right here on the Voice of People USA Radio and Television Network. Coming to you live at VOPUSARadio.com, VOPUSARadio.com. Again, as if you don't already know, download the apps at Android and Apple, VOPUSA, and on Android, Apple, Fire, and Roku TV at VOPUSA. There we go. I got it all. So with that, I apologize for not being here last night, but tonight just worked better for us, and we were a little late because Hollis' show ran a little late, and that's okay. We're still here. So I am me, and you are you. So what's up, dude?
Happy 250th to everybody out there. You know, I know we were talking briefly before we got on the air, and it's such a significant thing right now because 250 years, what a time to be alive. And we were discussing, would either one of us be around when it hits 300? And for me, I'd be 101, so the answer is probably no. And you'd be in your 90s, you know? And I just want people to kind of reflect on that. So just think about what you just experienced this weekend, this incredible patriotism throughout the entire country, drowning out the DSC, leftist, communists, Islamists, and everything else. And just think, will you be here at number 300? Will you be alive, depending on your age? And so just kind of soak that in and realize just how important and special it is right now to be alive in today's incredible America.
It'd be kind of crazy if we are here, though, for 300, huh? I mean, that'll be unique, you know?
The range of Aquarius.
That's right. You know, spoiling myself.
Kill them commies. Kill them commies.
We have to win the midterms. You know, they're coming in from like my little porta potty thing. What's that called? That little the little pop up porta potty on its stand or something. I don't know what it is. You know? I don't know.
They'll be wheeling us in and we go, "Oh, hi everybody.
We're here live. Year number 52.
Drool and shit coming out.
That's all right.
What's that smell in the studio? Oh, never mind. They're 100 years old.
By then, we'll be able to send our holographic doubles. So
exactly.
It's all good.
Nice and bald and you know whatever, man. Just send them out there.
I'll look exactly the way I look right now, but voice might be a little off, you know.
A little scratchy.
Yeah.
We'll all sound like what's her name? Katharine Hepburn. You remember Katharine Hepburn?
Yeah, it sounds like Susan Collins too. I mean, you know?
Yeah, actually, it does. It does sound like her.
It does.
It does sound like her.
A little shaky thing going. You know, the death rattle.
Should we start with Susan Collins and Graham Plattner and all that other crazy stuff with Adolf Hitler?
We might as well.
How about you start first? What are your thoughts on the newest? And I'll tell you mine. You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't like either of them. Okay,
of course.
I still think he's going to be removed somewhere in this process and not the candidate in the end. But if he is, and it's just an absolute ringer, just guaranteed. But it was all pre-orchestrated by, you know, the uniparty establishment. So the crap going on now, it's comical. I mean, when I see people like allude to the fact that Susan Collins is like this great warrior, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, she's a sickening puppet. She's barely alive. She's probably more in relation to Mitch McConnell in his current state today.
If we had any real conservatives and MAGA in that state that won, you know, statewide and won this U.S. Senate seat, she'd be drowned in what's that town? Benton Harbor, whatever.
Yeah.
She'd be drowned in it, okay?
Yes.
Never to heard from again.
No.
She's not a conservative. She is worse than a rhino. If you look at her scorecard, it's like, I think it's in the 30s. I mean, it's really, really bad. Exactly. But I agree with you. I have to concur 100%. I do believe that these are DNC staffers that were paid by the DNC. These Democrats all are coming out of the woodwork against him because he's getting swallow-welled, okay? That's what's happening right now. They realize he's a liability in order to try to facilitate gaining control of the Senate. And so, therefore, you got to go away. These are planted stories by Democrats, not
Yeah.
Republicans. This is not opposition research, nothing like that. And they're going to slide in by July 13th, is my guess. They're going to slide in Janet Mills.
Yeah.
Now, I still believe that Collins will win, but it'll be
course.
probably a lot closer. We'd much rather run against nipple Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, and again, who called it here first, right? You know, I've been saying it for a long time. We called it
have
on this
been.
show, you know.
Credit due.
You know, thank you. And I've always said that's why I didn't change. You know, we didn't alter our video or commercial that, you know, Janet Mills is going to be the one. I still believe that. And even if
You've said that a bunch of times.
absolutely, I've been saying it straight up for about, well, over a year now. And also, I still believe even if Collins is decided as the victor, not by the voters, but by the machine, she will resign and will end up going to Mills one way or another. It's predetermined. Please believe. So it's inevitable. Okay.
Well, I hope that second part doesn't happen because, like I said, I mean,
know.
we cannot let them have control of the Senate or the House for that matter, but definitely not the Senate.
Then we're going to go a little bit militant, and the Dan for Senate campaign is going to have to really
Yes.
kick into high gear. And we're just doing
It's
a
gonna have
takeover,
to.
man. You know?
Let's go. You got to
But-
get the president to endorse you somehow
I
in
know.
that
Like,
race.
come on.
You know
come
he's
on,
going to
Doc.
endorse. Has he already? I don't know. Has he endorsed her already? I don't even know.
He
If he
said
hasn't,
that-
he will.
He basically said that he has to endorse her because the other guy's crazy. And
Which is true.
yeah,
Which is
so
true.
he gave it a loose endorsement, which is I took nothing from that. I expected that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
got
he
you.
kind of has no choice there. You know what I mean? So, but it's just comical to see it all play out, like theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're watching the movie play out. Like, you know, I've been saying forever. We called here, you know, back on the however long ago it was. It's like this is an inevitability. So you know, Nazi tits will be gone, and there you go. So right on Maine. I mean, what else is there to say? It's
Not
just
much. Not
no.
much. I mean, Maine is Maine. It's a beautiful state. It's run by communists, unfortunately, or at least rhinos or establishment figures. And I don't know. Look, maybe when he drops out, maybe there's going to be a large percentage of people in Maine that are like, I'm staying home, you know, and they're just not going to vote for the Democrat to make it easier, you know, to hold on to the Senate. But I don't know. I think the whole thing, look, this is what happens when you try to find a, quote, masculine man because all of your soy boy pussies are getting destroyed and have more estrogen than testosterone. So you go out and you try to find someone that you think is like a man or a masculine person, and he turns out to be a fruitcake rapist Nazi. So you know what? More power to them. Keep fucking up. That's what I say.
It's like the song from the old Married with Children, you know, I forgot. He's a man, you know.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, dude. It's funny. It's sad too, you know. And I saw a comment in there. What's up, chat room? What's up, Jason? What's up, Joe? I saw one comment. It's so true. Bannon doesn't want to win these midterms. So spot on. You look at people like the Real America's Voice crew and all them that, you know, they couldn't be bothered, you know, oh, we're all about the grassroots and empowering the people. No, you're not. You don't give two shits about it because you make your money off of being I know what's best for you. Just keep watching my crap and let me tell you about what I would do, but you're never going to do, and you're never going to support the real people who actually do it. There's a couple on Real America's Voice, obviously, like Wayne Allen Root and, you know, other ones.
Yeah.
But the majority and their God, Lord, Savior, Steve Bannon. I mean, you know, we're going to get answers about those Epstein texts. You know, I'm just curious. Nobody has enough balls to ask him. I wish
or the 2-hour video that he did.
Yeah, his fluff piece. You know, I mean, I would love to get on Bannon's show right now because I'd be the one to do it because nobody else. I mean, everybody's so afraid. You know what I mean? But it is kind of comical. When
I
you
would
see
definitely do his show. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Just for the publicity alone.
Right?
I'll admit it. I'm a whore. I'll do it.
I
mean, I'll still be myself. I'm not gonna, you know, get soft or anything like that. I mean, I'm gonna speak up and say what's needs to be said.
See,
but I mean, I'll go on CNN. I'll go on anything. MS Now. I don't give a shit. I would love to. Just for it to go viral.
I would go on Bannon's show and literally just start out and just with the introduction pieces, come out and say, so, you know, you ever going to talk about Epstein? You know, I would just like, because everybody's so afraid. They all suck the tit of the mighty whale. And I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it.
It's a large tit.
Right? He's a piece of shit.
It's a large
though.
tit.
he didn't give two fucks about any real independent people running. If he did, hey, we all know enough people. I spent 2 hours on the phone with your daughter. We hung out at Trump International. Like, you all know me, but my dad's a fan of your show. We watch your show. Right. But when you have somebody really running against rhinos that you care so much about, you don't promote or that at all, because you're not about that. And that's part and it's part and parcel for how they operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
many years ago, real quick, just true story. Many years ago, I was in contact with him. Never met him in person or anything. Never had any phone conversations. Just through email. But he ended up allowing me to do some movie reviews when he had his Victory Films group for I Am Breitbart and The Hope and the Change, and I think Occupy Wall Street. So those 3 movies. So I did movie reviews in like 2014, 2015, and he was not doing a show yet or anything like that. He was still at Breitbart. And then, of course, he became Trump's advisor, and never heard from him ever again. Email address didn't work, and this and that. And then, I've reached out to the Chinese girl that runs shit behind the scenes for him, and never really had an opportunity to get on his show. But whatever, it is what it is.
She was watching the Political Shock episode a few weeks back, which was kind of funny, and which everybody got all excited about. Me, I don't care. That's why but then again, I never cared, because I don't give about any of these people at all. I don't give two shits. Hell, I want them to hate me. I pray they hate me, because they mean nothing in my world. But that's why I made sure to put up a lot of times, that and that. And if you want to remove a pedophile enabling person or a whitewasher of the pedos, then just spray paint over that shit and steal an idea and make it your own. So it's okay. It's okay. But so it's always funny too when you see like the back channels. You see who actually comes in and watches these shows, and God forbid share. We can't do that. But I know who's watching. You know what I mean? And it's just so funny. But these are the first.
I don't know if you have a lot of Muslims watching or a lot of Muslims in other countries watching, but what was just said today in New York City, by this streamer guy, what's his name? Sneeko or some bullshit?
Sneeko. Yeah.
Sneeko. Yeah. He literally says that. He says, "Welcome to New Yorkistan." Now, normally that's like, something that us conservatives and MAGA say, because the Islamization is happening to New York or one of these other big cities, in Michigan and Detroit and whatever, right? So we say that. It's interesting that an actual Muslim who's celebrating, I guess, Egypt's victory or something like that over Australia in the World Cup, he then turns to the camera and says that we're all going to be Muslims. So if you want
and I think with that one, you could all go watch this scumbag, goat fucker, pedophile lover. Your prophet's a faggot pedophile. Sorry. That's not nice. Here we go. Here, you can all see it, right? Josh?
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Good. Outstanding. Here we go.
This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Yeah. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
I would I'd deport him, and he would accidentally die being taken out of the country. Totally. He's a real piece of shit too. He likes the child grooming shit and everything else. But he's one of them.
Sneeko, the child grooming goat fucker. Needs to understand with your bullshit Islam threat that there are over 425 million guns in the hands of over 120 million gun owners. Okay, of which 42% of households have 2 or more. So tread fucking lightly.
Yep.
That's what I'd say.
Yep. I just don't know how to say it nicely. It's hard to be nice, but
you can't, because look, Muslims practice taqiyya, right?
Yeah.
Which is to lie to the infidel. So these dirty fucking rotten scoundrels in their dirty nightshirts that smell like shit come to our country and then lie to us and then infiltrate the country. And then they have a bunch of dumb motherfuckers on the left that buy the bullshit. Oh, they're peaceful. They're here for peace. They're here for peaceful reasons. No, they're here for fucking pieces, okay, of the infidels. Okay, let's get this out in the open. Muslims, and even the quiet ones, the ones that don't say anything, you're fucking complicit. You're complicit because you're quiet. We have a Muslim Islam problem in this country. I fucking first called it out back in 2017, way back then, where they did articles about me and called me a radical extremist and everything else for pointing out what was happening in Europe and elsewhere. And I said they need to be eradicated from all Western civilization, all countries. And I was called a psychotic freak and whatever. You know what? I have been right. I have been fucking right from day one. We have a issue in this country, and it is Islam, and we better take it fucking serious.
You know,
what else can you say? I know
the only good one's a dead one, and you know what? And that's how I feel, because they're pieces of shit. And I like that they're saying the quiet part out loud. That's not exactly quiet. You know, they live the lifestyle that they want this country taken over. So treat them as such. And, you know, when they're all gathering in places like that, you know what?
Exactly. What the fuck? Why didn't we drop 10,000 drone strikes on the fucking Assaholatola's funeral, right? Because all the people that support him, those are people that we're going to have to fucking kill next when we take over and liberate the country at some point, right? So might as well hit 10,000 of them plus in one fucking shot. I consider it a missed opportunity. Why we did not do that at that funeral with all of those jihadists there present is beyond me.
I know.
Unreal.
I would have
what a missed opportunity.
Exactly. Their ass straight to hell. You know,
they would have joined their goat fucker in chief.
That's right. And they're, you know, Allah, and Muhammad, you know, the pedos, they'd be waiting for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give them what they want. It's disgusting. I mean, it's worse now. So the illegal / legal immigrant invasion of this country is now being predominantly back to what it's really been for a while. Just people don't want to say it. Everybody just assumes it's all Mexican. There's a lot from South America and that whole region and everything else. Don't get us wrong. And a lot from China and a lot Russia, Ukraine, everything else. But people have been playing down the number of Muslims and Middle Easterners. And you know what? If you want to follow the talking points, if you will, if you want to follow the official narrative, the official story, everything else, that's fine. That's fine. Even with that being said, do we really want these people here because of 2001? What happened? Is that all of a sudden?
I know.
Clear?
And
but,
think of the fucking balls in these people to go to the epicenter where they blew up the towers and everything else, and then put Islam there, like rubbing it in our faces.
Well, yeah.
I'm telling you,
dude.
You're asking for a lot. They're asking for a lot, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it at some point. You know what? This isn't fucking Europe, okay? This isn't Australia, New Zealand. This isn't any other country. We have a robust Second Amendment, and if you think you motherfuckers are gonna take over our country, you are fucking sadly mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that.
You know, I still never forget. It was only a few years after 9/11 where the whole mosque at Ground Zero thing was out there, and I'm sitting there, I'm hearing all these people upset and shit. I'm like, well, I'm going to go hold a rally and show the world, you know, real Americans don't support that. We had Gert Wilders come in, and we had everybody and their mother come in. You know, and it was a huge success, I guess, but it made me wonder why more people weren't thinking that. It was like they were already. It was what, 7 years after 9/11, and they were all about it. It was all about it. Now there's a mosque there, by the way, for those who don't know, you know, and it blows the mind that more people didn't step up then, but it was like this soft blow, right? This was all supposed to happen. And,
I mean, it's like the boiling frog, right?
Yeah.
The frog's in the water. Yeah. It's nice and cold. They're almost chilling. And then all of a sudden it gets a little warmer, but it's still comfortable. It's not too bad, right? Then all of a sudden you're like, God, this is a little uncomfortable. This is a little hot. And the next thing you know, you're fucking fried. You're boiled, okay? And that's what's happening. That's what's happening to the country, and they're using the Democrat Party to do it. See, that's why Democrats are fucking stupid. They are the dumbest people on planet Earth. They truly are. Because for whatever reason, they can't see how they're getting fucked and being used by the DSA, by the Islamic scum, by Antifa. Like, they're fucking stupid. They really are stupid. And I think the only thing stupider would be someone from the Republican Party that goes along with them. Okay? But for the most part, they don't. Regular Americans, I don't mean politicians. I mean us. I mean the people out there in the heartland. We get what's going on. But we need to be angry, and we need to be focused on making sure these pieces of shit do not gain power. Because if they gain too much power, then the way that we're going to have our voices heard is going to be completely different in the future. Okay? And that's the last thing we want to do. But if these stupid bastards on the left keep electing these people and allowing more and more of their power to grow, we're not going to have a choice.
In the words of the great song that I played many times on Play the Shock, a chopped up version, of course, for copyright purposes, Davidian by Machine Head, let freedom ring with a shotgun blast. And, also, I mean, maybe it's just me. I think soccer sucks, and I don't give a flying fuck about it. And I never have, I never will. But perhaps that's part of the problem. We're letting these little fucking these third worlders have too many celebratory things going on in America. Oh, it's right to peacefully assemble. Fuck them. Your little faggot ball and your little look at my shin guard. Ooh, look, I can hit it with my head. I'm running pussies. Okay.
There's a reason I'm laughing, because you probably don't know something about me. At one point, I was never a professional, but I was a semi-professional soccer player.
Oh, God.
In my younger days, yeah. Yeah, and then I got injured. But you're right about them being overall pussies and, flapping all the time. Oh, my leg. Oh, my. Yes. Well, many years ago, Robin Williams, may he rest in peace, he did a skit once where he talked about soccer, and he said how passive-aggressive it is. And he's like, red card, green card. Like, he's doing all these crazy things. But he also showed how they just flop. They just fall down. The guy barely, runs by him, and they're tumbling 9 times, to get favor with the ref. The whole thing with this player, I saw the play. Let me say, first and foremost, it was bullshit. There's no reason there should have been a red card. It was unsubstantiated. He didn't do anything wrong, okay? And this was a way for them to cheat because they suck, and they didn't want to get embarrassed by the United States. So they basically tried to get rid of him. So Trump steps in, does the right thing, says, hey, let this guy play. And now they're saying that they want to bring it to like the court or something, like the Soccer Federation court or some bullshit, to try to get us to be disqualified. Well, like I said on Jeff's show about 40 minutes ago, I'll say the same thing here. I hope the United States wins like 10-0 and makes them forfeit. That's what I hope.
So do I. Here's what you don't understand how popular soccer is around the world. I don't give a fuck. I'm an American. Okay? Call me ignorant. I don't give a shit. It's our oldest. I don't care. Like, people trying to tell me, like, oh, you got to. It's not exciting to me. It bores the ever living fuck out of me, and they look like faggots. I mean, it's just me, And hey, yeah. I did not know that about you, but at least there was one person who played soccer with balls. Hey. I mean, that's like, that's why he doesn't play anymore. His balls got out of the way.
My balls got in the way. That's true. That's absolutely true.
It's just like, soccer. Oh, soccer. It's football. Shut up. Who cares? Are you watching the game? Bulgaria? No, I don't care. As far as I know about soccer, it's like they scored a 3-point shot, ran for a touchdown, and got a goal. I don't fucking know anything. I don't want to know.
None of that exists in soccer, but I digress. I think here's the thing. Like I said last week or the week before, we finally got out of the Special Olympics. Yeah. Right, we qualified for the round of 16. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. We're not known for our soccer, that's for sure.
I hope America wins just because I want to see America win.
Of course, of course.
And that's why I like the that one meme I played last week. I don't know if I played it on our show or during Political Shock, where it was one of the soccer AI things. It was Team MAGA versus Team Retard.
Oh yeah, that one. I never saw that one yet.
Oh, that was great. And then Trump pulled out his red card, and then he goes, "This is America. We play real football." And then they started playing football and hitting all the soccer areas of their. It was actually entertaining.
That's funny.
Okay, and speaking of sports, keeping it sports, themed, I went on July 4th to my first ever Cleveland Guardians game, the Indians. And, when I did, I know when I did,
I forgot that they even renamed them.
Yeah, it was funny.
Fuck. Now, Redskins, Indians, come on, you stupid bastards.
Even though
the people want them to stay.
The real Native Americans want them actually to go back to their names. But exactly. Forget that. But it was my first baseball game I've been to in a very long time because I don't watch baseball anymore because, take a knee, go fuck yourself. But still, it was a good time. They lost to the White Sox. But it was a nice experience. We had great seats and great company, so it was a good experience. It was more fun to be there because even watching baseball on TV, it's like, oh my god, is this shit ever gonna end? It's like so long and just monotonous and everything. But just a little tidbit for people out there who, not that anybody cares, but we have a shit ton of people watching right now for some reason. I guess it was my soccer bashing or his Muslim rant. It was one or the other.
One or the other.
Whatever brings.
We'll see how many death threats we get.
Yeah. Oh God.
From the soccer players and the Muslims.
The soccer players and the Muslims are going to unite. You called my prophet a faggot pedophile. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You don't like how I hate the ball in my head?
Speaking of another pedophile faggot, Gavin Newsom. Let's talk about him briefly, okay? We now know that the FBI has had a mole, a Democrat official that used to work for his administration, inside his orbit for over 2 years. I think they said 2.5 years that they were in there. So think about all the illegal shit that Gavin talked about in that time frame and discussed, and different scams, and here's how we're going to steal the election from Spencer Pratt and all that. I want to see that greasy-headed fuck go down so hard. Yes. I want to see him go to prison for a very long time. It has nothing to do with his political career, or elections, or anything. It's not like he would ever be the nominee or even win. He was too crazy. I just want to see that arrogant, smug prick rot away in a jail cell for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
I hope it happens.
And he's a rancid, vile piece of shit. He really is.
Totally.
And this is going to be their guy. I mean, please. I mean, I kind of hope so. Now,
yeah, I don't think it will be.
No,
I don't even think it'll be AOC either.
No, I
actually think it's somebody that we don't even know because they haven't popped up on the scene yet.
Possibly. They're very big on Hakeem, and which I think Trump ended his political career with the sombrero thing, and he's kind of done.
Dilly Meme Team did their work on that one.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of hard, but let's see what superhero they bring out. Now, keeping it political, I want to play a video that this isn't one of yours. This is one of mine now.
Okay,
but this is a controversial video that Elon shared on July 4th. The White House shared it, Trump shared it, and it's been shared multiple times. So it goes along the theme that we've been talking about, and it's getting bigger and bigger. It's not lessening, it's increasing. So I want to play this video. It's like 4 minutes, and we post, you decide. Here we go. Let's watch it in real time. Okay. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There it is. All the time.
Sweet land, sweet land of the weary and the wild. Oh, where are you, my sweet?
Whoops.
The garden's either dying or about to come alive. The river's either drying or it's deep enough to dive. Can't tell if it's the dusk or if it's breaking into dawn. Are we going on or are we going? Somebody said a storm is coming, but it's been a long time. I don't know what's up ahead, but please, baby, don't you look behind. So tell me, is it gonna be free energy forever? forever, or just the same damn old grind singing sweet land, sweet land.
Come on. Never have these problems. Buffering, right?
Sorry, I can edit it out in post.
Right? That's so annoying. I hate when it does this.
Turn the volume down a little. Maybe that'll help it.
You think so?
Try it.
No.
Yeah, try it small.
That's not working either. That's I have no problem. Sorry, people. It just decides to be a pain in the ass. Dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Hope that's not a thing to come for later for the rest of the clips.
The other one, quiet.
The neighbors might be coming with a casserole or a gun. The kid.
Oh my God. Oh, it's annoying. And I don't even know why. You know, there's no.
It is a really good video.
The red folder. Everybody with the red folder. There's something there. The storm is coming, and then the one line where she's gonna sing, "Where we go one, we go all."
Yes.
Coming in clear. The fireworks are blinding, but I'll keep on dancing here.
Oh my God.
For my folks, I'm gonna replace this clip and put it into
Nobody
that song.
can promise me that we're gonna make it to.
Oh my God, man. It's very aggravating.
It is. It is.
I'm gonna let it. We're gonna take a break here, just like right here, and I'm gonna let it like maybe catch up a little bit because everything else plays fine. But
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why it's getting such attention is the red folders and all the former presidents with the red folders. That goes back to what Trump had. It was a Q post also on January 6th, how he had the red folder, infamous. There's a lot in this video, and I find it funny that they went to such great lengths to share it, and it's still being shared every day about a million times a day, and it's very telling, you know, in its own way. If you understand a lot of the things behind it, a lot of themes inside the video, it's really, really, really telling. So it's strange that they're going. I mean, go ahead.
I mean, it's almost like a cry for help.
A
It truly is. It's a cry for help.
Yeah,
And what I mean by that is, what are we going to do? Are we going to, you know, move in the direction of freedom and liberty and prosperity for at least another 250 plus years and have the golden age and a great America without communism? Or are we going to allow these evil forces to take us over? And we're at a crossroads, and that's what this video really encapsulates. If you think about it, it's a crossroad video. I mean, obviously it has, you know, the positive message that we're going to win, but it does have enough questioning as well.
Yes, and I think that's what makes it so interesting. But again, I'm trying something different here. The overabundance again of the Q stuff.
Q stuff. Yeah, I mean, they literally say, "Where we go one, we go all."
Yes.
Right in it. And then he also used the word quantum, if you noticed.
Yes,
some point. That's why I sent it to you.
It's epic, and just the level of stuff that they go to. Now I downloaded the video. Let's see that. Or not. Okay, it doesn't like me apparently.
All right. Well, like I said, I'll fix that in post, and
Yeah.
you know.
So people,
It's going to take a while, but I'll cut and fill.
I don't
It'll
know
make
why.
sense.
I don't know why, but
It
it's
is what it
very
is.
annoying because everything else is playing just fine. My internet is just fine, but that one has to buffer and stall on you. But
Yeah.
again, it's interesting to see where things are heading and all the stuff that it's being. It's not even dripped down anymore. It's just being thrown in your face. And that's the thing. I mean, if you really, and I know you've been doing a little bit of deep diving on some things, but when you look at all the stuff that's just right there in your face, like how big they're going with this Q stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, look, that video that we were trying to show right there really kind of it's almost like it's it's a warning, obviously, like I
Yeah.
said, right? But it's also saying if we can get past our warning and get together and everyone be on the same page where we go one, we go all. If you believe in it, if you buy into that, then we can all be successful together. And I
Yeah.
think that's the ultimate theme of the video towards the end, even though, of course, in the beginning, it's much more, which way are we going to go? And that's good. I'm glad that they did that because you have to have that as a question so that people can say, what do you mean? How could you even question it? Well, look around you. That's why I'm questioning it. Which way are you going to go? You're going to be with us or against us? And that's really what it's all about. So I liked it. I thought it was
yeah,
really
no,
good.
it's a great video. And what's funny is it's not even, I mean, I'm sure the video was made with AI, but she's real. I don't know her name. I didn't look into it that much, but it's an actual thing they put together and they just went to great lengths, especially again, the thing with the red folders, and I'm speaking to the Anons right now who really understand this stuff, but the red folder stuff and Nixon with the red folder, you had them all, you had Obama getting taken out and Biden just looking confused, but it's very interesting. But starting with Kennedy, Kennedy being the big one, and of course the infamous picture from the White House of Trump in front of the portrait of JFK at 2:30 in the morning, and it was a real little video clip that Scavino shot, and you heard him say out loud that I'm going to finish what you started, and that's back from his first term. So it's intriguing to see all the things that are just rolling out at a high speed right now. And I still think some big things are forthcoming. I think some big things are going to be happening. People are like, well, it's going to happen on July 4th. No. But we're seeing a different time right now. And I think that's what it comes down to. It's going to be something very drastic. And we're heading that direction. I think a lot of things that Trump's been doing even since July 4th, even that I still haven't watched the whole fireworks spectacular and everything else.
Oh man, it's so good.
It looked epic.
It is amazing. It truly is amazing, and it's historic. And the Air Force band is just phenomenal. They are really talented. They all can sing. They're great musicians, and they did the old time classics. The Americana type of music set, if you will. And the fireworks were consistent and constant, which you never see. Right? You see them go off, and then it's dark sky for a couple. Boom, they go off again. This was lit up 39 minutes straight, fireworks everywhere. It broke the Guinness Book of World Records for the most fireworks ever displayed at one location in world history. And it was such an incredible feeling of just patriotism and love of country, and it was just really, really great. So it's up on the Substack. Anyone can watch it, but those speeches are historic speeches now. Okay, they are historic because of our time, and they both were great speeches. Yeah. So I would recommend people see them.
And it's powerful, and I like the fact that they tried everything in their power to stop it. And then first it was it's going to be too hot. People got to wear masks. All this other crap they tried doing, and they delayed it. And then so many people showed up, and the weather obviously came into it. So it is really something special. The fact that it happened no matter what, and the pageantry behind it with the first American flag. The 107-year-old veteran from World War II. I mean,
I know, it was amazing.
It's powerful, man. And I did hear enough of his speech, obviously. I thought it was such a great speech. Again, I watch it from start to finish? No. I will. But he did such a damn good job. And again, if it doesn't like incite some pure Americana and patriotism in your soul, then you don't belong in this country. You know, that's how I feel. But it's
he had Francis Scott Key's grandson.
yes,
I think,
Francis
or great
Scott Key's
grandson.
great
Yeah.
grandson.
He had a surviving World War II veteran. I mean, it was just amazing. It was very, very patriotic and just beautiful. And he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he does.
And he will. He'll be.
Yeah, I love what he handed out the cookies at Air Force One with Mount Rushmore and his face on it. I love that. I love that. And I want the $100 bills with him. I want to renew my passport early just to get Trump on it. You know what I mean? So like all these little things, but it's such an epic time. But
yeah,
now,
it is.
Let me go back to something. This hinders back to what we had, a discussion we had, if you will, with a dumbass on Thursday night show on the Hour of Rage, when somebody tried to lecture us about the stolen land stuff. That was always.
Well, these are descendants of pilgrims.
Shut up. All right, I gotta make this big. So here we go. I love whenever we get caught. It was like I said, I was kind of offended by the YouTube comment because you finally got a nasty YouTube lecturer, and it was somebody so dumb and like weak. And it's like, God, man. I mean, and then again, you couldn't even copy and paste right with your typos. It was piss poor pathetic. But here, this video just.
Let's see this Grand Union Price Finder.
Yeah, Grand Union. Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Next, we're talking about Pathmark.
That's what we used to call them when we were kids.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Oh, dude,
Pathmark. Yeah, Pathmark.
Pathmark.
American Indian to join his homeland. Well, these are descendants of pilgrims and colonizers are enjoying my homelands.
All right, listen here, my little native sugar tits. You and even my own Cherokee grandfather's ancestors are not originally from here either. You realize that, right? Native people came from Asia. They crossed the Bering Land Bridge from Siberia during the last ice age thousands of years ago. We're talking 20,000 to 15,000 years ago, with evidence of people all the way down in South America by 14,800 years ago. Our ancestors were not native to this continent from the beginning. And then once they got here, different groups started conquering, displacing other groups. They formed their own little tribes and empires, and they raided towns, and they took land, and they built territories. Kind of like colonizing. The Comanches even swept down from the north in the 1700s, and they built a massive empire called the Comancheria across the southern plains, and they pushed out Apache and other tribes. They kept it until they couldn't keep it anymore. That's how this whole building nations thing works. You can take it, you can keep it, until you can't. Your ancestors did it to other tribes, and then stronger forces came along. That's just history. That is not some special sin against one specific group. Look at South and Central America today. People speak Spanish there. Not because it was their native language, it's because the Spaniards came over, conquered the empires that were already there, and made Spanish the dominant language. Every group that ever held this ground took it and held it until they lost it. America took it, kept it, defended it, and then built the greatest republic the world has ever seen, with more freedom, opportunity, and prosperity than any of those tribal empires ever dreamed of. What you call stolen, I call conquered. And on the 4th of July, I'm going to celebrate 250 years of what came after. Because at least we're not raiding villages, stopping people, and eating each other anymore. That's progress. God bless you. Happy 250. And here's to 250 more. This was fun. Have a day.
Absolutely perfect.
She was phenomenal. She really, really was.
Absolutely perfect.
That was excellent.
That's the type of response got to give to these assholes. You know, I seen that. You know, even going to the baseball game, we were going in. They sang a Star Spangled Banner. You know, and I saluted. And then we get done, and somebody right in front of me is this little white cuck-looking fag thing, and he's like, "Oh, I hate this country. This is a land of occupiers or whatever." And it's like, I just wanted to break his fucking jaw, curb stomp him, and go about my day. You know, it's like people like that. Like, God, you disgusting pieces of trash. I hate you all. But, you know, again, it's a special place in my heart, deep down in the cockles, where I really just have a little bit of dislike towards certain Native Americans, if you will, because
here's the thing, and I think honestly Spencer Pratt really nailed it when he did his July 4th speech. But one of the themes of that is, with communism, you can't have a foundation. You can't. If you have a foundation, if you have a belief system, if you have a constitution, if you have a taste of freedom, then communism can't survive. Right? So they have to strip out everything that was good about the country. And that's why they have taught the younger generation about stolen land lies and all this other bullshit, to hate the country so that it'll be easier for them to overtake the country. And really, that's the theme of the left and what they want to do. They want to erase everything about our founding values and principles. And that's why we have to keep pounding those things out in front of people, and especially the youth. We need every single school district in this country to adopt, the Constitution. They have to learn it proficiently before they graduate. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, no, you give the nice professional response. I applaud you, and the disciplined one, which you're correct. But I just think we need a little bit of shock and awe, because I'm sick
curb
and tired of
stomping
it.
is great too. I mean,
Curb stomping is
that's
great.
an easy
That's the
alternative.
method, you know, bite the curb.
Yeah,
I'll even shove a
exactly.
feather up my ass while I do it. All right,
Yeah,
so
just
they
use
can
the
feel
back
more-
of a shovel so it's quick. Just
Yes.
bam, right in there.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, the pandering shit is just, come on, man. I'm so sick of it. And it's like, and again, it's kind of like when I protested illegal immigration, and the people that were against illegal immigration more than anybody were the legal immigrants, right? And that's how it is with a lot of real Native Americans who still love America. Imagine that. But then you have the select ones. It just, you gotta hate him. And I don't care.
He's
if
probably
that's
the
true.
same idiot that doesn't like the Redskins, right?
Yes.
And wants the Commanders.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely. It's just pathetic, dude.
It permeates through the entire Gen Z, generation. Sadly.
I know.
And even before Gen Z, the even younger ones, I don't even know what the hell they're called, but they're even more brainwashed. It's
Yep.
just terrible.
Totally disgusting. But here, before we play the one video, I want to play. Ooh.
Well, that one
Now-
seemed to work fine. So
Yeah, no, the other videos are fine. Just the one that I really wanted to play is the one that's not going to work for me,
Yeah.
of course. But that's okay. Here, so let's watch Pratt, and then I'm going to play the video that's actually right underneath it. So here we go. Ready? All right.
We all had to sit and watch that vile commie mayor sit on the wrong side of our founding fathers' desk to try and lecture us about our own history. Notice how the communist always attacks your history. The communist must attack your history. Why? Because history is what anchors you. It's what makes us attached to something. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. History breeds an almost irrational attachment to things, an attachment that is more powerful than anyone can imagine. Erasing history is how you demoralize people, how you unmoor them and detach them from their society so you can take it from them and rewrite it in your image. Think of your country like a home. What makes your home special? It's not the marble countertops or the expensive furniture or the fancy appliances. It's the memories you have there. That backyard is where we got married. That living room rug is where our son took his first step. Hey, don't touch that. That was his first teddy bear. It doesn't matter how torn and tattered that thing is. You will never get rid of it. And you will fight anyone who tries to take it away. Why? Because you have history with it. You ever buy a new home? Remember those first few months? Even the first few years there, it doesn't feel like home. It could be a million times nicer than the crappy apartment you came from, but it doesn't feel like home for a long time because you don't have history there. It's easy to knock down some walls, change the floor plan. If you have no memories to attach you to it, it's just wood and drywall. Who cares? Get rid of it. Memories make it a home, even the bad ones. Hey, remember when Dad hit his head on the rafter in the attic and we spent all night in the ER? That's the avocado tree I fell out of and broke my first bone. Isn't it weird how even the bad memories make us cherish a place? It's not like we long for those bad times, but bad times are part of what makes us stronger, a part of what makes us who we are. How can you resent those memories without fundamentally resenting who you are? History is so important to humans that even bad memories anchor us to our home. And that's what the communist always starts with, the bad memories. Oh, we can get rid of that little story. We can knock down that statue. We can change the name of that street. That's a bad memory from our history. You don't want that memory hanging around. You're not a bigot, right? And slowly but surely, this wall comes down, then that wall gets sledgehammered. The rafter where Dad hit his head, that's gone. The rub where your son took his first step, that's gone. The gash in the wood floor where you stomped the glass on your wedding ceremony, that's gone and replaced with shiny vinyl planks. And now you've got a brand new home with no memories. Now what? Do you care what they do with it? Do you care what color they paint the walls? Nah. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I have no attachment to it. I have no memories with that. You love your home because of the memories you have there. And that's why the communist always must destroy your memories, destroy your history. If the communist wishes to take your home, he must first destroy your memory of it so he can erase your attachment to it and demoralize you. Mao destroyed what he called the four olds: old ideas, old culture, old customs, and old habits. If you call them olds, it makes them sound bad. You don't want that old thing. Get rid of it. But it is fundamentally human nature to cherish your history. We crave learning about our history, where we came from, who our ancestors were. That's human. But communism is an evil, anti-human religion, so it must destroy what makes us human. The communist destroys your history so he can take your home and rebuild it in his image. That's why it's your patriotic duty to celebrate today unashamed. It's okay to love America. Not only is it okay to love America, it's necessary to love America. We are the only bulwark against tyranny on this earth. When Europe descends into madness time and time again, it's our sons who cross the oceans to fight and die for freedom and human dignity. We don't let evil people destroy our history and rewrite it in their image. This is Independence Day. It's not just a number on the calendar. Don't say Happy 4th. That's commie gobbledygook.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
We say Independence Day. Today we celebrate the men who reclaimed a beautiful slice of this earth and claimed it for God, for the values of freedom and rugged independence. Our history is messy. Our history is violent. Fuck yeah, it is. And that's why we love it. We aren't cowards. We don't turn our backs on the painful memories because they make us who we are. Be proud of our country, damn it. America is the birthplace of every great invention of the last 250 years. Like literally everything. Airplanes, spaceships, internet, telephones. As a country, we are batting 1,000. Not only is it a miracle that this radical experiment in self-governance even survived past 1776, but we are the champions of the world. Be proud of that. Be proud of your history. Millions of your ancestors fought and died to preserve it. Kami Mamdani's ancestors never bled for this country. He has no history here, so he has no attachment to our home. He has no place to rewrite our history and lecture us about what our country stands for. So celebrate today. Show some American pride. Honor your history. Raise your flag. Raise a finger and say, fuck you, communists. This is our home, and you can't have it. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. God bless America.
Beautiful. Just everything he said. I mean, he just, it's one thing to complain. It's one thing to say something about something, but those that can articulate the meaning behind why you're saying it and give you the historical context that others don't, that's what's important. And I think that, he's passionate, obviously, and I think that he's not going away, that's for sure. And if I was him, he should start a daily show. Because I guarantee you he would be huge all over the place and get his message out there, because this younger generation, they need to learn about history. They need to learn about what is so great about America. And none of the Republicans are doing it. The schools are certainly not doing it. You need someone outspoken like that that's apparently not censored, which is great. So I hope that he does something like that. I hope he gets into media, because he's got a lot to say and it's important, and it'll reach the younger generations because he's younger.
I still don't give a fuck about him. I can't lie. An actor read a script that was a great script. It was a great video. Where was that passion when he had his shit stolen from him? Where was that passion when he
I agree. Where was that passion?
Later, though, he put out a video setting up his next way into getting into something. I love the message. It was great. I mean, fuck yeah, way to read a script. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. I'm never going to be sold on him. I wanted him to win just because it's better than the other. And I'm just
of course.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But again, like I said, I don't think he's going away. I think he's going to be, speaking and doing, who knows, maybe he'll be on college campuses and things like that, but it doesn't matter whether it's for real or not. I believe it is, but it doesn't really matter. It's reaching the younger generations with a positive message about America. And if he is that tool, that catalyst, whether he believes it deep down in his bones or not, and he's able to change the hearts and minds of hundreds of thousands of young people to be conservative and Republican and love the country, fuck it, who cares? That's how I see it. But again, where was the passion? Where was the fire? Why weren't you filing fucking, lawsuits immediately? Why weren't you asking for an audit that night when they wouldn't call it? So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Why didn't he do an emergency ex parte to the U.S. Supreme Court to step in and stop the counting because of all the video evidence of them paying for votes on the street? Like, when you steal an election, it doesn't happen on election night. It happens 6 to 8 months back. So, that is a problem. That is a major problem.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you from that standpoint. Where was your piss and vinegar? Where was your fire? But I love the message. I absolutely love the message. And I think he can help, spread that message to a lot more young people. So,
yeah, we'll see. I have zero hope in it, and I think he's put here on purpose, and now he'll go make more money and go around and be the conservative superhero, and he can show you how to lose. But hey, it's okay. I hope I'm, like I always say, I want to be wrong. I always want to be wrong. I just it takes a lot for me to buy into somebody. I don't fall into the, oh my God, he said he loves America, I love him, let me suck his dick. No, I don't. I'm not that person.
It wasn't that. It was the articulation of his message. I mean,
yeah, he read a script. It was great. I
don't think he was reading a script.
He's a fucking actor. Really, he read a script.
He knew about the four olds. I mean, that's something that I knew about and
me too,
others know about, but not too many people know that stuff.
It's okay. ChatGPT is a beautiful thing. Put it on a teleprompter, read it, boom, done. It's like it does.
All right.
I love the message.
Agree to disagree on that one. That's all.
I love the message.
But no,
but he's nothing to me. He's nothing to me.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I'm a hard sell. I always said I still wanted him to win. I just don't buy into your bullshit. I've seen too many fakes and too many frauds, and I just, you appeared out of nowhere, and you got all this hype. And then he
had his house fucking burned down. Right?
Yeah, I know his house burned down. What he fucking do? Put it other people. He's a
who knows? Maybe look. Let's give him even if you gave him a shred of the benefit of the doubt. What if he was the next Trump-like figure?
He's not.
Who knows? I'm not saying he is or he isn't. But the guy obviously had his house burned down, his fucking family, destroyed. All of that shit happened, and he fought back. Now, whether that's real, whether it's, a lie, whether it's fabricated or whatever, he still fought back, and he's still, trying to, I guess, get a message out there. So whether you believe it or not, I mean, anything that's going to help turn this country and the younger generations away from socialism, I'm all for it. I don't give a fuck if he dressed up in a Howdy Doody fucking uniform and masturbated during the fucking thing. It's the message that's going to the youth that I care about. Not the
like messenger. I said, I'm fine with the message, and I always say I want to be proven wrong, but to date I have not been, and maybe I'm a jaded prick, but
we all are.
I'm not a jealous person. I'm not an envious person, but I'm also not an easy sell. I guess you could, just like MAGA Obama. I've been saying it forever about Vivek Ramaswamy. He's going to be our next governor, and I okay.
I think so. I mean, there was some polling that showed that he wasn't doing so hot.
Which I'm surprised by. I think he's going to win.
Suppression polling.
Yes, he's going to win pretty freaking easily. I would imagine when it all comes down to it. But even when he came onto the scene, everybody was all jerking off over him, and I'm just like, yeah, he's great. He's a MAGA superhero. I'm like, we are.
I wasn't though in the very beginning. I wasn't because I know that he was a World Economic Forum. Child, basically. He was given some kind of scholarship by the World Economic Forum, of course. And there's a video out there that kind of shows Barack Obama saying a certain sequence of words and then him saying it all these years later, and it's exact. And I don't remember what it is. I have the video somewhere, but it's a literal exact match. And so when I saw those two things, I was like, all right, this guy's, he's a snake. He's not good. And then, he moved along the path a little bit more, and, he'd be better than DeWine, right? Obviously, anyone would be better than DeWine.
Hey, I'm a realist, okay? Because I don't like any of these fucks. I don't like any of them. I don't trust any of them. They're shit to me. They're not out there they're just. It is what it is. But again,
Well, one thing about Ohio,
wrong.
we don't ever want it to be a swing state or a bellwether state ever again. I mean, it was +8, +10 the last 2 election cycles. So we've got to make sure that that state stays red. Because I've said this a long time ago. We have eliminated their map, right? We took Ohio from them. We took Florida from them. We took Iowa from them, right? These were states they were counting on back in the day. They can't count on anymore.
This is the most, this state is a breath of fresh air, and I absolutely love it. And you feel conservatism here, and you feel pride, and there's something special about being here, especially from Pennsylvania. I mean, all right, West Virginia was its own beast, but Maine being what it is. So being in a place like Ohio is really freaking cool, where even if you see libtardism, it's not the same. It hits differently. It's not as impactful here, which is pretty cool. And no, I love it. I love it. So again, I'm the one who always says I want to be wrong about all, and I want nothing but pure Americana to win. But I'm nobody's fanboy, with any of it.
You're a skeptic, and that's good.
You have to be.
I always say that about my audience. I want to create as many skeptics as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I want you to question everything, even me. Doesn't matter. It's
and that's
important
what I
to always question.
Right? And I always say to people, I don't care if you I'm not telling anybody don't take my words as gospel. Think for yourself. Do your own research. That's the way it should be. You know what I mean? So when I see large groups fawning over something, it's just I'm going to go the opposite way, because it seems too sheepish, too lemmingish, and that doesn't impress me. And when I see that, knowing what I know about psychological operations and the depths of the perversion of the systematic approach they've taken to just brainwash people, I see that this is being forced, this is being force-fed, and this is being driven by something. Whether it's a white hat, black hat scenario, I don't know. Who the hell am I to say? But when I see something done in such a style, I immediately, I'm going to step back. And again, I'm going to be honest. I don't care. And
nothing wrong with that.
We'll see. Anybody who preaches Americana over the communism, over the DSA bullshit, over all the American hatred, the Muslim crap, I'm for that message no matter what. But I think people have been gatekept for far too long and led by deceivers for far too long, and something's got to give somewhere,
Amen.
So I know we're a little bit over. You want me to play it? You want me to play another?
What was the next one? I don't remember.
All right, we're doing Josh from England. So
that one
appropriate.
It's kind of funny.
It is funny. That one I watched. So here we go. Let's get him on screen here. Okay. Boom. And wait a minute. We can make it. Can I make it bigger? There we go. There it is. All right.
Just remember the first half, the first part of it.
Yes.
Think I'm crazy? Would you want to know one of the main things that I miss the most about you? Do you want to know? The one thing we don't have in the UK is porches, and I miss being able to sit outside on the porch in America, listening to the rain, watching the world go by. How can we have a porch in the UK when the houses are all touching like that? They're all in a row like that. I will never be able to have a porch, but the pure joy you get when you sit on a porch and you listen to the wildlife and you watch the world go by, I miss it. Do I miss sweet tea? Yes. Do I miss crushed ice? Yes. Do I miss all the American food? Yes. But I really, really miss being able to sit outside on the porch. And we can't do that in the UK. We can't do that. We don't have porches in the UK, and it breaks my heart. So, America, you are losing your mind because you've just learned that we don't have something in the UK that you have. I was sat on the porch saying how beautiful it is and that we don't have them in the UK. And it's true. We don't have porches in the UK. We can't sit there on our porch in the UK because we don't have one and enjoy the sound of the rain, the thunder, the cicadas, the frogs. Brits will never know what it feels like to sit there and just observe and enjoy. I know, and I feel bad
for every Brit that will never get to experience this, because it is the most therapeutic thing ever. All my Americans out there will literally tell everyone in the UK how amazing it is to just sit there with a cup of coffee in the morning and you watch the world go by. It is incredible. And Brits in the UK, without their porches, will never get to experience it. It's the one thing I genuinely miss the most when I go back to the UK. That feeling of not being able to just sit out in the porch and enjoy it and listen to all the sounds going on. Oh, I love it. This is going to sound ridiculous, right? I get really excited over things like this. This is the first time this has happened in America in like 3 months, and I've been here a long time, right? So I've just been to the grocery store. It's like the movies, right? I paid for all my, stuff that I bought, and he gave me one of these bags. This is the bag they
You're
have
playing
for
the
me.
whole thing, huh?
And he gave me like,
This
"Time
is
to
funny,
feed
though.
Children, honey, I'm home." It's one of the brown grocery bags. Oh, what a great day at work today. I've got one of the brown bags. I've never had one in America yet. I love it. America, you've got some explaining to do, mate. What on God's green earth is going on? What is that? Cracker Barrel is one of my, if not my favourite restaurant in America. What are you doing? Why would you change something so perfect? That is perfection. Why are we changing it to that? This smiling cracker here, he did not deserve to get removed. Look at him. I am telling you now, Cracker Barrel, I will no longer enter your establishments for your dumplings. Yes, they are very nice, but this I will not have it. You know the saying, why try and fix something if it's not broke? Well, guess what, Cracker Barrel? You're gonna go broke because nobody else is gonna go there no more, because Cracker Barrel is a beautiful establishment. It deserves to have a beautiful sign. The original is perfection. It doesn't need changing. There's a fact that I
All right, that's enough. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, the funniest part was the porch.
The porches,
I thought that was just hysterical because, it's true. They have all these row homes, right? They call them flats. So they don't have the ability to have any real porches. So it's amazing, all these World Cup people that are coming here, they've been lied to. They were told that the minute you step off the plane, someone's going to shoot you, right? I mean, and meanwhile, they're finding real hospitality. They're finding kindness. They're finding excellent food, cuisine, all the attractions. And then they're going back and they're going, mate, you're not going to believe it. It's nothing like they say. America is incredible, right? And then that's going to spread. And that will spread, hopefully, for their countries, not for ours, for their countries. And they can say, hey, we can be more like America. We can have all the things that America has. We just got to get rid of these fucking Islamic jihadists. And we can
that's kind of the one thing standing in your way in these globalist pricks. You see that Putin did a nice tribute for America and Japan did a nice tribute for America, but
Japan, amazing. Yeah.
Melania had nothing to say.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I should have a what was it? Not a warrant, a restraining order.
Yeah, restraining order. I love
Trump
that.
The troll, man.
I love that. Great. Epic trolling.
Epic.
But yeah, dude, it's just crazy. Now we have other clips. Should I save them for Thursday?
Yeah, we'll save them for Thursday.
Yeah, because and I'm gonna add to that little thing there as well. So I have a few other ones I want to play as well. So that's good. All right, so we went a little bit over. I apologize.
Right. We keep doing that, but that's all right.
Yeah, we still have a shit ton of people watching, which is crazy. But
good.
Again, it's good. It moves quick.
Yes,
and
it does.
I'm not more jaded than usual tonight. FYI, I'm just
That's right.
I'm Zendan, so I'm able to just give you my guttural reaction.
Less rage of Aquarius.
That's right.
I'm the one that had all the rage. You didn't.
I had some rage.
You had a little bit.
Yeah, the Muslims
you showed up.
and Pratt brought it out of me.
That's right. Soccer, especially.
Soccer. Yeah, definitely soccer.
That really got you going.
Me. Yeah, that got me. I needed a little bit of scrotoxin to calm down.
Ball maxing. There you go.
We gotta find more of those videos or whatever the hell that was a story. Excuse me.
That was nuts.
More dramatic readings. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
dramatic readings, exactly.
so there you go, everybody. So in
All
case
right.
you've forgotten, boom, it's right there.
There it is.
There it is.
Preserving
There it is.
Liberty.
Get it?
Bold and brave solutions to save America and create permanent freedom. If you want the advances to be permanent, this book shows you how to do it. Because remember, what's built right now is mostly built on executive orders. And we've got to figure out how to make them permanent. This book shows you how. Using the state legislatures, doing ballot initiatives. It's very civic activist heavy in a lot of ways. And it has tons and tons of solutions. So grab a copy. jbushow.substack.com, get a PDF copy, and also cool t-shirts available at Rage Exchange on Etsy.
And all links are in the description of the show. So there you have it. Thank you as always, and always a good time. And I will see you Thursday night for Politishock's Hour of Rage, live at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So to everybody else, I thank you for tuning in this special Monday night edition. There's a whole crap ton of you, so thank you. Do something novel and actually follow and share. I know it's hard for you all. But, try something new. Pretend that we're all mega millionaires and we're selling you the same bullshit everybody else does, and give us your money and share the shit. Then we can be like all the rest of them.
That's right.
But to everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you Thursday night. Remember, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Holistics is live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday nights on the VOP network. And this show usually comes to you Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And Thursday night is the Politishock Hour of Rage during Politishock, which starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is when I will see you all again. This is the Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network, VOPUSARadio.com, VOPUSARadio.com. I thank you. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless our president. And I will see you on Thursday night. Good night, everybody.
Rage of Aquarius with your hosts, Dan Smeriglio and Josh Bernstein, every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network. Download our apps on Android and Apple to never miss a show. Watch at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Android TV, or visit VOPUSARadio.com.
That was good.